Ride like a model, booty so colossal. I wanna grip her like the bottom of the bottle. Drop it down low, bring it up real slow. About to go down, make me say, oh yo. Ride like a model, booty so colossal. I wanna grip her like the bottom of the bottle. Drop it down low, bring it up real slow. About to go down, make me say, oh yo. Drop it down low, bring it up slow, yo. Yo. Drop it down low, bring it up slow, yo, yo.
Back in it, it been a minute. Here she go with all that, where you been in? I've been at it, trying to get it, gotta admit it, I look good with it. You will look good sitting in my car when I start the engine. Left my impression on her greater than my grand entrance. Now she wrapped up in that jet living, imagining herself in the wifey position, naked under aprons in the kitchen, while I'm blazing something amazing, playing the next mission. She share my dollar sign vision, and she found it in that fine print contract, big business. Bottom line, she could get it, let her have it, now she feel it.
Booty so colossal, I wanna grip her like the bottom of the bottle. Drop it down low, bring it up real slow. About to go down, make me say, oh yo. Body like a model, booty so colossal, I wanna grip her like the bottom of the bottle. Drop it down low, bring it up real slow. About to go down, make me say, oh yo. Drop it down low, bring it up slow, yo, yo. Drop it down low, bring it up slow, yo, yo.
Give it to me, baby. Bust them legs open like some scissors for me, baby. She know all kind of positions. I'm like, isn't she creative? She my missus to be, maybe. Then her shit would smell like daisy. She know if it was a fifth, then we would pour some shots and take them. She'll be safe, cause me and her make a real good combination every day. She wear her birthday suit that be belated. Then she drop it down low and pick it up like elevators. Oh, Lord. No draws. She give me top and bottom, no charge. She throw it at a nigga like a snowball. And I'ma give her something she could choke on. Little twitch, yeah.
Body like a model, booty so colossal. I wanna grip her like the bottom of the bottle. Drop it down low, bring it up real slow. About to go down, make me say, oh yo. Body like a model, booty so colossal. I wanna grip her like the bottom of the bottle. Drop it down low, bring it up real slow. About to go down, make me say, oh yo. Drop it down low, bring it up slow, yo. Yo,
bring it up slow.
Drop it down low,
Bring it up
slow, yo.
Now bring it up slow.
Yeah, back in it, been a minute. Here she go with all that, where you been in? A little talking, a little dinner, and then she smiled when we finished.
Body like a model,
Yeah.
booty so colossal.
Yeah.
I wanna grip her like the bottom of the bottle. Drop it down low, bring it up real slow.
Yeah.
About to go down, make me say, oh yo. Body like a model, booty so colossal. I wanna grip her like the bottom of the bottle. Drop it down low, bring it up real slow. About to go down, make me say, oh yo. Drop it down low, bring it up slow, yo.
Bring it up slow.
Yo.
Bring it up slow.
Drop it down low, bring it up slow, yo.
Now bring it up slow. Now bring it up slow. Drop it, bring it up slow. Bring it up slow.
That had to be the last one to get heard.
I was clicking way too much, and I'm still clicking stuff. Clicking way too much stuff. What's happening, players? We are here once again to go over some bullshit. Really? This is stuff I'll be going through before I even pop onto here. So, recently... There you go. So recently, I had been sitting there looking through my St. Belinda channel, and I noticed that I have a couple of old Hussy streams. And because of that, I was like, why don't I go over it? I mean, I did that other one. I got a I think Loudmouth Bussy recorded my stream and then re-uploaded it on Rumble. I might have to grab that and put it back up on my channel. I did not mean to delete that one at all whatsoever, but it's all good. So basically, what I'm saying is, it's been pretty fun to go over like old Hussy streams and all that good mess. So that is what we'll be doing. Now, if I remember correctly, I think that this is the stream that Hussy did when he got mad and left AJ's panel. If this is not, this might be the stream after he did that initial panel. One of the two. But this is like at the conception of him and AJ falling out. As you can see, let me back it back out. As you can see, this is from 3 months ago. Because this was a snipe. I always do these like the same day. Same day, same hour, whatever.
How else to make that any more
Let me know
clear.
if you guys can't hear
I
nothing.
can't go back in time and make a different decision. If I could, I would, but I can't. So I did what I thought was right in the moment, and I got it wrong. And I've apologized. I've taken accountability for it. I don't expect people to agree with it.
So it's funny that you say this. The Amber chick says, I've had enough Shanny for a lifetime, honestly, too. That's exactly why the Geek Room and Drag and BGTV and who else? Miss Parker, Jules, Burnt. Everybody kind of like, well, Jules kind of just went away, but everybody else just like switched their content for the most part because they got tired of Shanny. It was just way too saturated. Everybody was reviewing Shanny. That's why when people try to say, oh, Yato's a Shanny channel, I always remind them that I never reviewed Shanny. And the reason why I never reviewed Shanny is because I came after BGTV and Miss Parker. They were already doing Shanny and G-Man. Why would I also do the same content as them? For what? And I used to hop on their panels. There's no reason. I started going over Cyrax. I wanted them to talk about Cyrax. They were going over other stuff. I think BGTV has started on IP2. And so I was like, I'm gonna do Cyrax content. And that's when I started my channel. Somebody block Alibis in the chat, please. I am not Girl World.
But I'm not sure what else I could say at this point. You know what I mean? It's like nothing is good enough for people, you know, like it's, and even when I'm saying that I agree, they're like, oh, well, why can't you, you know, we just don't like this or this, but like, I'm agreeing with you, like literally agreeing with you. I don't know what else I could do at this point, but.
So if we need a quick recap, if you don't understand what Carrie is talking about, this is at the time that she had been caught saying nigga. And even though she deleted the stream right after she had said nigga, people had caught it. And when she was on AJ's panel, I think when Hussy and her were on AJ's panel, people, I think Jessica Meska specifically was requesting that they play the clip of Carrie saying the N-word. And in turn, Hussy had hopped off and started his own stream.
You know, it's all right.
But I think most people are just going to let it go. But then you got the Hecate that's going to be streaming about this for weeks in and weeks
Oh
out.
shit! What's up, Todd?
Well, if we're going to talk about
my
that,
dude, Tony Tone, what's going on?
Let's talk about the fact that she's like freaking out, threatening to send people to my, not even threatening to send them to my house. Said she is sending people to my house. Why is that okay? Can anybody fucking answer that? Why we're okay with someone making threats to people like that because they don't agree with what they're talking about on the internet? I mean, that seems really, really extreme. Really extreme. And earlier, last night or whatever, or it was early this morning when I was in that chat. It's like, Wody read that out, and nobody really batted an eye that much at that and called that. And she's like, I just don't get that. If I was doing that to people, if I threatened to show up at somebody's house, oh my God, I would never hear the end of it. I would be this horrible person that's harassing people.
And that's not what happens at all. I don't know why Carrie has this little woe is me act where she acts like everything that she does is under a microscope and nobody else gets burned for anything at all. If Carrie had no idea what Girl World even was, if she would just look outside of her little corner of YouTube, then she would notice that other people get the same exact thing. It's funny, like nowadays she was talking about how, she got burned about the interviewing Rev, and she's like, oh well, anything I do is wrong. And the funny part is Draven the weenie, Draven the weenie, he got burned for the same exact thing. He did an interview with Shani and Rev, and when he was giving softball questions and he was letting them lie and all these other things, people grilled the shit out of him, even to the point where his wife was trying to come into the room and tell him something, and he locked the door. I think that stream is lost to time because he deleted it and was like, oh, something happened, and the stream went down. But you're not the only one. Carrie has to get rid of this notion that it only happens to her. You're not public enemy number one. It's not why are you even in here? Somebody can somebody get HRH up out of here? Just banner. You called Vidal a nigga. You are not welcomed here at all. And I put passed out for a reason. It's supposed to be PAST because the past. You don't get the joke because I'm not on OBS and I didn't show the actual clip of me passing out, which is like the joke of it. So I'll give you a pass on that. But yeah, you're not welcomed here. You don't get to call people niggas and then sit up in my chat. Fuck up out of here.
Whatever, but people do it to me, and it's like, oh well, it's her fault. She came on here with her real name. That's the kind of shit that I get when people do stuff like that or dox me. Oh, well, you came out here with your real name. Like, no sympathy, no anything in that regard. And it's like, I don't know.
Wait, what are you saying?
Well, let me see. Because threats were made to her in your Discord. Nobody made a threat.
Where is that?
They're claiming because Cal said that I'm coming for you, Azria. Cal is a content creator, just like I am. She makes streams calling people out. You mean to tell me you thought that was her making a threat, and you're trying to compare it and say, oh, it's just because Cal said this, it's okay for Azria to send people to say she's going to send people to my house. No.
This is a clear miscommunication on Hakate's part. She thinks that certain phrases mean actual physical harm when people are just talking about dragging her or reviewing her. But we've also seen that she can't really handle that either, because anytime that someone talks about her, she has to pop up in chat and cry and complain about it. It's so unfair that you guys are all talking about her, but it's completely fine if she's talking about you.
Number one, I'm not the fucking person who said it in the Discord. That's the first part. Why the fuck are you going to come for me over something I didn't even say? But then on top of that, it's not the same thing. And she clearly wasn't talking about showing up at her house. She was saying, you're calling my boyfriend out. I'm going to call you out. There's a difference in that, and I'm sending people to my house, to your house. There's a difference. We're not going to compare those. And Like, literally, like, this is what I mean, though. You're literally going to justify shit like that. You're going to justify it rather than being able to just say, you know what? That crossed the line and that shouldn't happen. Nobody, you can't even say that. You just want to find some way to justify it and make it like it's okay that she did that. It's not.
That is actually a great point, Taco. Just like Nikki calling the cops over the term "don't get put in the blender." Like, really? Don't get put in the blender. You know exactly what the fuck that means. Stop playing. And it's even worse for Nikki because, like, even though I think she might be an immigrant. I know she's from like Trinidad or something like that. She's Trinidadian. But you're from New York. You're from like what, Brooklyn or something? You're from the culture. You know what this sounds like. I mean, Azria is not from here. She doesn't know what the culture sound like. So like it's a little bit more understandable for her. But for Nikki, it's like, come on now. You should know better.
Not okay. It's not okay. And even if it was a threat or something in my Discord, that wouldn't make it okay for her to turn around and do it too. Like, I could have addressed it. I could have like dealt with the fact that somebody did that and that it was inappropriate or whatever. It didn't have to be responded to that way, and especially not against me. I didn't say anything about the woman. Literally, I wasn't even in there when this conversation that went down happened. I can't control.
So Todd says, I've been around a minute on the internet and I've seen a more occult-like group than followers of Carrie. It's utterly bizarre. Uh Todd has been around in the Shantyverse a lot longer than I have. So like he's seen this kind of happen over and over again. And I understand what people are talking about when they talk about like the new people that kind of come into a community, because the way that everybody acts like Carrie can do no wrong is astounding to me. Like I pride myself on the fact that if I do something shitty on here, if I get drunk or if I say something shitty to people in chat, like my mods and people and everybody's gonna be like, no, you're being an ass. And that's what you're supposed to do because you're real people and you're calling out what you see. You're being an ass right now. For somebody to sit there and just excuse everything that I do, like, would be unforgivable because you're just being dishonest. And I don't understand how people are so reliant on dishonest people around them. Like, that's what they call the colloquial yes man. But I don't understand why you would want those people around you. Like, it doesn't keep you honest. It doesn't keep you on track. You're not on par. You need somebody who's going to tell you that you're fucking up. Not people who are just going to absolve you of everything that you do.
Everything that is said in my community. And trying to expect someone to do that, it's ridiculous. Like, it really is ridiculous. But I can speak for myself. And I've never doxed anyone, threatened to dox anyone, threatened to show up at somebody's house, threatened to send people to people's house. I wouldn't do shit like that. It's disgusting. And it crosses the line.
I think that's why people go after you, Carrie, because you don't play that way. If it was someone that goes in on them too, goes in harder, they would leave them alone. But when they know a person doesn't dox, doesn't go IRL, doesn't call their jobs to get them fired, they're a better target.
Right.
You know that.
Well, I can't do things like that.
I am so glad that Hussy said that. Let's go back a little bit so I can expound upon this.
I'm scared to do anything.
A little. Let's go back some.
Goes in on them to you.
Right there.
And it crosses the line.
I think that's why people go after you, Carrie, because you don't play that way. If it was someone that goes in on them too, goes in harder, they would leave them alone. But when they know a person doesn't dox, doesn't go IRL, doesn't call their jobs to get them fired, they're a better target.
Exactly. And that's exactly what Hussy does. Hussy knows that AJ isn't going to do any of that stuff to her. To him. So he goes hard at AJ. He knows that I'm not going to do none of that stuff to him. all up until I was like, when he started threatening to report people, and I'm like, I could report you in a whole entirely different way that would fuck your life up. Then all of a sudden he understood, and then wanted to take it a little bit further. It was like, I'm gonna call the police, and I said, I smacked the shit out of him. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Stop thinking that everybody is intimidated by the threats that you give. Not everybody plays by your rules. Stop fucking with people. Take your own advice. It's really that simple.
Right.
Know that.
Well, I can't do things like that. I'm scared to do anything because, my God, I know, like, I have a million eyes just watching, waiting for some kind of slip up so that they can run with that. And it's,
Oh, Todd said you're saying that Carrie has doxed a lot of people. I've heard about Carrie and doxes before, but I've never actually seen proof or anything of it, to be honest. So I've never really talked about it.
just like, it just gets old, like, just don't. And I don't like the hypocrisy either, because you guys hold me
Very
to
true,
this,
Dusty.
crazy fucking standard that you
Mm.
don't hold anyone else to. And I don't understand that either. Why
Carrie
am I
has
held to
doxed her
some special
enemies.
standard where,
White
I
woman
gotta
tears.
always be the better person or the bigger person or the whatever? Like, I'm tired of that. Maybe I should just go around acting like this and terrorizing everybody too, because it doesn't seem like anything bad comes from it.
What's going on, Mags?
Thoughts on Hecate and Roti drama? I'm curious what you have to say about that.
She's sides with Hecate. Yeah, because she was. That's why I think she's why we kind of like went off or whatever in that stream, because I was there watching and everything in the chat, so I know exactly how that played out. And it's like that a couple of people that are in there, like, they're not going to say anything outside of that Hecate was in the right, and try to justify it and make excuses for different things, whether that be what in regards to what she was saying and doing to Wody or me or anybody else. It was pretty obvious, like, reading that's what people were saying in that chat, that it was like, okay, you're justifying all of this. Like, it's, again, you're holding people to two different standards. It's hypocritical, and it should be across the board. If it's wrong for this person to do it, it should be that it's wrong for anybody to do it. Period. And
now, Amber, you're right. The Amber chick says Carrie is walking, talking white woman tears. It's insane how many tears she has. She does often victimize herself after instigating a problem, but I will say, oh shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. I had something profound to say about that, but now I just completely forgot. And it's funny because I'm rolling up a joint, and I probably shouldn't smoke this other one if I already just forgot what I said.
and the other issue is making such an issue about this stream, trying to claim that I was like grifting or making money off of it, which I didn't.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I remember now. So I was gonna say, when even when people were watching me laugh at GP for saying that Carrie was traumatized, Carrie herself said that she was not traumatized. Like, she didn't invoke white woman tears and be like, I was so afraid because the police came to my house. She did maintain the fact that she was not traumatized. It was like irksome at best. I'll at least give her that. In that situation, she did not invoke white women tears.
But then turn around and show up in the chat trying to come on panel and sniping it and showing the same thing on your channel. Well, then how are you any better? You're showing it too.
She's worse. She's far worse. And we like to see the proof.
What's going on,
donated that money.
Yeah, and I mean, it's the same thing with TJ. I want the proof of his too. I think
Mhm.
That's what I mean. We need to hold everybody to the same standard. That's my point. If we're going to expect TJ to show proof, we need to expect everybody to show proof
No one's speaking
because
to you, Tasha, but I'm just
So one of the things that I think I'm gonna have coming up, I think I might hit 21 up and ask her to point me in the direction of the TJ streams. And this is one of the things I was talking to GP about. Is the fact that Carrie has a knack for defending races, and it's not even the fact that TJ has said nigga; it was the things around it that he was saying. And I remember BGTV even came up on panel and checked him, and he apologized, and then apparently, um, which I haven't heard yet. I'll say that much. Apparently, he was unapologetic after the fact and defending himself once again. So I think we might go over that just so I can explain to people what I mean when I say that, like, Carrie shouldn't really get a pass on this racism stuff because she often capes for racism and capes for races. And she also does it herself. Like, how do you get caught saying nigga multiple times? That shit is wild to me. There's a like I've said it before, there's a bunch of people around here that I've known for years. White people, black people who don't say the N-word or all kinds of people. I say nigga all the time. I wake up in the morning and I say nigga. It might be my first word of every day. You know what doesn't happen? I don't ever hear none of them people ever say nigga. I'm just saying.
curious. Like you have a channel too, and you make videos
how
too.
am I speaking for you? What are you talking about?
Called out this situation. Have you called Hecate out? Like,
I mean, Tasha, if you want to come up here on panel, I mean, I'd be happy to hear you out. And I can jump
I don't
down
know.
even if you don't want that. But like, yeah,
No,
like okay, yeah. But like, I'm
No.
definitely not trying to speak for you.
no, I don't want it to get messy here.
True. And somebody else will probably
No.
jump up too.
Uh-uh.
That's and I respect your decision there.
Other
So.
people maybe, but no, sorry. Ezra hasn't even said her side.
What do you mean?
Oh,
She
no.
hasn't said her side.
Oh.
Her side of what? She said she's going to send people to my house. What do you mean? She hasn't said her side. That's crazy. Like, what else do I need to wait for her to say that?
So Jewel Highs give me about like, because it's only 5 o'clock. Give me about a day or two. I'm a contact some folks and see what I can put together. I might go over that because I criticize other people for saying things and not showing it. So I got to make sure that I show exactly what I'm talking about too. So we can do that.
Make more threats? Like, I'm confused.
I'm not saying people cannot come up, but I don't want it to get messy and
Right. It's not going to turn into a big like shouting match and all that. That's what we don't want. And I respect that.
mm-hmm.
Not to mention other people will come up and try to porn bomb and do whatever too. Because we have those freaks that hang around here. Not talking about Azria or anybody else. I'm talking about the ones that do the porn bombing and stuff.
The funny part is, and Carrie has even mentioned this herself, Carrie is the reason why people started getting porn bombed. Riker was following 21 and followed Carrie. 21 is not cool with Riker. I remember because I was in 21 stream and Hooves, if you guys know Hostile Hooves, he's usually on the Geek Room and stuff. He popped in. He comes from the Cyrax universe, and he said that Riker is a reject from over there. So nobody really fucked with him. But the porn bombing happened because of Carrie, and Carrie somewhat said this herself. She's like, I brought these people over. She only said that because she thought it was one of 21's people, but indirectly she was correct.
because they're watching and waiting for an opportunity as
No,
well.
you didn't yell at me, Tasha. No, I'm not gonna lie. You didn't yell.
No. Are you talking about, is she talking about now?
Like she's been on panel before. She's like, "Did I ever yell at you?"
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, she don't yell. That's
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't. That's what I wasn't talking about her in that either.
girl.
Like as far as who would, you know, come
Mhm.
up and show out. We weren't, or at least I know I wasn't directing that at you, Tasha. I was just saying we got some weird people around here that will jump on panel and just use that. Not you, other people. Unfortunately.
Hussy, this ain't fair. Tasha has the right to. She can speak her truth. We're acknowledging most of her comments and flow.
Yeah, she's not been blocked
We're
or
not
silenced.
faulting her.
Yeah, and I don't even know, does she even want to come up? Because I didn't see that
Did
part
you want
either.
to come up?
Like maybe we could, I don't know. That's up to you, Hussy. But
The host, and that's not. Pew pew. Did you want to come up?
I'm fine with it. If you
So Dirty Uncle Sal says, how can any productive conversation ever be had when Hussy refuses to let someone from the other side panel and defend themselves? That is exactly what AJ was doing, and AJ allowed to happen for Hussy because he didn't want this on his panel. And I keep hearing people say like, oh, like, what would be the point of Hussy or Carrie using AJ's channel? Is because they can argue with people and defend themselves, and that type of stuff isn't on their personal channel. The minute that Carrie started arguing with AJ and stuff, she dropped down to like what, 100, 200 people. She started getting back into Shanny, it shot back up to 400. And there were people in her comments saying, I don't give a fuck about this. I didn't come here for all that. It's kind of like when Yava and Sam started going at Belinda and the rest of them. People were like, we didn't come here for all that. We came here for Feudy Beauty content. When you put up Feudy Beauty content, we're here. You put up other stuff, we're not here for it. So they can get their shit off on a smaller, more neutral channel, I guess you can say. Instead of going on their channel, the thing that they didn't like was the neutral part. They didn't want a neutral channel to go to. They wanted a biased channel to go to where they could still control the narrative, control who goes up, what videos are played, that type of thing. And that didn't happen for them. And they got pissed off about it. It's really that simple.
if you are, but don't feel like you have to.
Yeah, I can kick her off whenever I feel like I don't want to hear her. Did I hear it right? Where Will T said he made $400?
Yes.
Yes. I'm doing it all for the money, he said. All of it. Not now, no.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by that comment too. The whole I did it all for the money. Because I don't know why. I just don't take him as being about that. But, I guess get it.
I guess he's like, well, if Kenny Hussy can do it, say it.
Right. Well, I guess he's got a point. I'm not hating on it. And I know he's gotten a lot of subscribers.
A lot of shit on. I mean, you can stay in here, whatever. Someone gifted you a sub. But I know in Hecate's chat, I have taken screenshots of you talking a lot of shit about me. I don't know why you deny it.
No, Tasha, you said I'm assuming things about you, and that's wrong. What am I assuming about you? Can you be specific? Because I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, that's the other thing that's irritating about this stuff is because that's like, that's the kind of thing people do. Oh, Carrie's a liar. Carrie lied, but they won't ever just tell me what the hell I lied about. Like, you don't just make accusations, explain it, be specific so I know what you're talking about, because I'm not trying to speak for you. I'm not assuming.
Carrie, cut the fucking shit, because recently, like just like within the last week, you asked, show me where I told people to bring it on or some shit like that about doing stuff to you and cop calling and all that. And then 21 brought up a clip of you saying that exact same thing. And you in the comments were like, but that's out of context. That's not me asking for people. It's like, dog, even when people show you, even when people tell you, you're still not satisfied with it. That's people do tell you what you lie about. People do tell you what they have a problem with. The last time I talked to you and we were in chat, you started talking about people being mad that you had Rev on panel. And I'm like, that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about at all. But you were just responding to me. And then was like, well, I'm not talking to you. It's like, well, why were we having a conversation? And then all of a sudden you start talking about other people. Like, how does that benefit me or you? You're not talking to them people. You were talking to me. I know you like to think everybody has this like group think or whatever, but if BGTV doesn't like that you had Rev on there because he's a child abuser, doesn't mean that that's my reason that I had a problem with the interview. I just didn't think it was insightful. We didn't learn anything new. I didn't really need Rev to confirm anything that he did. I pretty much already knew everything that he said. That's all I'm saying. Don't put my motives with other people. She doesn't argue against a person. She argues against a mob of people. Someone near you can say something and she'll argue that point because she knows that she can knock it down. It's a weird way of doing a straw man argument. Like, it's not an argument that I made, but it is an argument that someone else close to me or around me made. And like, you try to knock me down with that argument, but it's like I'm right here in your face telling you what my problem is, and you're just not acknowledging it.
Things, and if I am, I apologize. Please let me know how I'm doing that. I literally said it, Carrie. Said what? Like, I'm not trying to be difficult. I don't know what you're talking about.
She does this in AJ's chat too.
I don't yell at people. Okay. I'm not trying to speak for you. All of that. I don't know what.
No,
Oh.
she said that you wouldn't. She said she wasn't talking about. I said it and I took it back.
See, now you need to rewind and go back, Tasha, because that's not what I was saying. There are literal trolls that have been porn bombing. And that's the thing, is that you've been around for it, so I don't think you don't.
This is also something that happened too. Taylor Noir says, Carrie cried and ran away after I said I didn't like the interview. She demanded specific criticism instead of generalizations, then ran before I could give it. It's almost like she says things so that she can seem reasonable, but in reality, that's not what she wants. Like, your actions speak way louder than your words.
That's not what I was saying. There are literal trolls that have been porn bombing. And that's the thing, is that you've been around for it, so I don't think you don't know. You know people are doing stuff like that. We're not talking about you. We're talking about other people that might come up and disrupt things by dropping the link. That's what I'm talking about. Not you. I didn't say you. Like, Lord.
No, I said it, and then I remember she doesn't yell.
Yeah, but that's what's crazy. She didn't say I said it. You said it. Did I said it? I'm like,
that's one of the reasons why I fuck with Kel Taylor, is because people were trying to have a problem with me saying stuff to Carrie in chat, and Kel was like, "Y'all don't ain't saying nothing bad. He ain't cussing nobody out. He not insulting anyone." So he was like, "Just let it rock."
what? I didn't say you would yell.
So basically, Shani was getting pizza. She probably logged off because she got tired of that applesauce bullshit. And then Jennifer then ordered them pizza. And she didn't eat on camera, did she? We wanted to
Goldilocks,
see you eat that pizza, Shanny.
Goldilocks made a good point saying, why are you explaining yourself to someone who will never approve of you or like you, Carrie? For what? I mean, good point. I don't know why I do it. I guess I'm like glutton for punishment or something. I don't know.
No, you're not a glutton for fucking punishment. You need everybody to like you. You are a people pleaser. You and Hussy are the same person. You cannot stand the fact that there's anybody in this world who doesn't like the type of person that you are, because you might not be okay with the type of person that you are. You know that you do fucked up things. And because every night when you go to sleep, you might have a replay of the fucked up things that you do. You have a problem when anybody points any little thing out about you that might lead everybody to believe the same thing that you believe about yourself. Now, I could be wrong, but that's what it seems like to me. What's going on, Holofala? Best mod ever.
I guess it's because I try to be like
Let me go get a beer.
transparent. I'm really not this person that a lot of these people make me out to be. And when I mess up, I do my best to take responsibility for it, and correct the mistake and move forward. But I do try to defend myself a lot, and it's pretty clear that it's a waste of time and energy to do that because nothing I say is going to be right for these people. So you are correct. You have a very good point with that. I know I'm probably wasting my time trying
And
to
you're gonna
explain
find
myself.
something else after you explain that. You're gonna have to explain the next thing. And the
Right.
next thing, it's
Right.
a never-ending battle.
Yeah. It is. It is. And that's one of the critiques that I've gotten from other people and stuff too, is like, why are you giving people like 21 your attention?
Dusty, only weenies get drunk off of beer. Real men get drunk off of liquor.
And Anja and these people who are clearly like just trolls or doing it, they don't like me, so it doesn't matter what I do, it's not going to be good enough. So why do I keep giving them any attention? Because that's what they're doing it for. And I agree, I need to stop doing it.
But we all do it.
It's hard when people are talking about you. It's
Don't worry, I'm not getting another one after this.
hard to not want to, go and defend your honor or whatever. And especially when you know the stuff they're saying is not true. But
Pew Pew, you just make it sound like it's so easy and this is the way to do it and blah, blah, blah. So then
instead of complaining, why not just stop apologizing? So then instead of complaining, what?
I don't understand.
Complaining? Dude, no, you can't tell me to stop complaining and someone's threatening to show up at my house or send people to my house. Guess what? I'm not going to shut up about that.
Yeah, you're not even talking about what Hecate said.
Like,
but here's the thing though. What does complaining accomplish? It's like kind of like the same thing about crying. Like you can sit there and cry, like, but the only thing you're gonna gain is people's sympathy. Like if you're just sitting there complaining, like what do you really want to come of that? How are you taking care of the problem by just sitting there and complaining? Nothing happens. You're just gonna keep. Look, this was 3 months ago of you complaining, and it's 3 months later, and you're still complaining. What has changed? If anything, something worse happened to you. I don't see how this fixes anything.
this is what they did this morning. The same thing. Like, this is what I mean. You guys want to hold me to the fire. You want to like make this huge deal of anything I do, but when people on your side are doing it, you don't want to talk about that. All you want to do.
Ooh, that is also a great point. Nerdy and Spicy says it brings more attention to it as well. One of the things that I've learned from being online is that at times you have to ignore things. Sometimes when people say ridiculous things about you, laugh about it and don't respond. I'm not doing the voice. I don't have the Mufasa voice like BGTV does.
Is justify it. So again, that is stupid to try to justify myself to people like that when clearly you know this is not something that you're looking at rationally or fairly or whatever, because you're holding me to a different standard than you are holding other people, and that's not fair either. So
Tasha is nothing more than a pawn mouthpiece for Hecate. And at the end of the day, she made a threat, and she thinks she can get away with it because she's in Canada. Carrie didn't make a threat. She's not responsible for what Calypso or whatever said. So I don't know how to get through to her. Okay, well, don't bother.
Remember?
yeah,
Just
Kitty,
coming.
the bored couch wife, said trolls don't even go after Foodie as hard as Carrie's trolls go after her. It's very, very bizarre and misplaced. I don't get it either.
Whoa, whoa,
I'll
whoa,
be
whoa,
honest.
whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, FFG has, under false pretenses, taken Foodie Beauty's cat. She's also visited the dispensary that Foodie Beauty goes to. I think back in the day, I think it was Monty, wasn't it? They called or somebody adjacent to him, they called the Orange Julius that Foodie Beauty used to go to. They look up her criminal records. For a minute, she had Music Biz Marty on her ass, and he was like trying to tow her mom's car and some other shit. Like he was fucking with their family and does all types of stuff. Come on now. You get it worse than Foodie Beauty? Orange Julep? Oh, y'all don't have an Orange Julius. Monty went to the Orange Julep dressed up. And okay, Carrie, nobody has visited your city. Nobody has came to the spot that you get weed at. No, like at the most recently now, like at the time of you saying this, ain't nobody even called the police to your house, but people call the police recently, but that just happened. It was just a wellness check. Like you haven't gone through nothing compared to Foodie Beauty. They had people call the authorities on her when she was overseas. Like everywhere that she goes, they call the authorities on her. Trust, I don't even know that much about Foodie Beauty, but I know that you haven't experienced nowhere near the harassment that she has. Olafala says Carrie couldn't handle 10% of the shit Foodie gets from trolls. Vidal says Foodie Beauty reaction channel and called the grocery store Chantel was shopping and streaming in. Oh, that's another. FFG showed up to Foodie's fashion show. Carrie, ain't nobody showed up to your house. When you the rare occasion that you go outside the house, nobody pops up there. Is not the same. Stop it.
Honest, I don't get it either. But because I never thought, am I really that polarizing or what? Like where it's like people either fucking hate my guts or really, really like me and support me. It's nowhere ever in the middle.
It's really very clear. People are either sycophants for you or they criticize you and you get rid of them. It's called a hug box. That's what you have. That's what it is. Not that everybody has people that either like them or dislike them. The difference is I don't get rid of the people that dislike me in my chat. So if people have criticisms of me, they can say it. In yours, they can't do that because they're done away with within 1-2 messages. If they even question anything that has to do with something that you have going on.
Is weird. I don't get it, but oh well, it is what it is. It's the other weird thing about it's not like that in for me in real life. You know what I mean? Like I've never been treated like that or whatever, where people are so quick to just really lay into me or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I get it to a certain
You know
degree.
what?
It's the drama community, and
I could say the same thing about Hecate. We've heard the things that Hecate has said about me and other people. She is not a good person.
right. We've heard
Okay?
the things that the stuff TJ has said. You've heard things that have been said. Is that's what I'm saying. You're holding me to a weird
Yeah,
standard that you don't hold yourself to.
right. You see that, Hecate? I mean, Pew?
Like, and the thing about TJ and that whole situation is, listen, I have said over and over again, I do not agree with everything that TJ says and does. I don't feel like I have to agree with everything with somebody to be their friend. So I can disagree with him and still consider him a friend. I'm not happy right now.
Really? So if Carrie can understand disagreeing with somebody and still considering them a friend, then what is this whole thing about AJ for? Because the way that AJ conducts herself on panel is no business of Hussy's. The way that who AJ has up on panel is no business of Hussy's. And anytime that people were saying derogatory things about Hussy, AJ made sure to say something about it, but still continued to let them talk. So obviously that's not what you believe. It's people always have these ideologies when it's convenient for them, but when it comes to a something that's controversial, when it has to do with their friends or somebody that they like, even if it's a celebrity, for some reason people will sit there and make all types of excuses, and it shows that they have no integrity. You guys put loyalty over integrity, and that's a problem for me because I put integrity over loyalty.
With how things went. And I'm calling him out on that. I'm not holding back on any of that and saying that what happened wasn't right, and that it was wrong. And I'm not going on the podcast again until, things have been figured out a little more, because I'm not going to put myself at risk to go keep going through shit like that anymore. I'm not going to keep taking abuse and things like that, because at the end of the day, that some of that stuff that was going on, it's kind of abusive. I mean,
Now, mind you, she's talking about the Will interview, the second Will interview that she had with TJ, and she had a problem with nothing. I mean, well, I shouldn't say nothing. That's not true. She had a problem with the stuff TJ was saying and to Will and to also to Zach, but she didn't get off a panel until something was said about her personally, and that kind of shows you a lot about your character, Carrie. I'm sorry, but I'm not really sorry, but it just does. When when he said what he said about Zach about the I'll pull a Rev or whatever, or he was like, "Don't make me be like Rev." That's when you should have left. That's when you should have been like, "All right, I'm not going to be a part of this." Why would you sit there after this dude is like, and this is what after he said the comments about Will's genitalia, like that shit is fucking weird. You already knew he had been day drinking. He had been drinking all day. He said he wasn't going to for the second one, but you knew that he did again. I see why people criticize you for that. Here's the thing that you don't realize. Doesn't mean that like I understand that people think that you're the worst person in the world. Doesn't mean that everybody thinks that you're the worst person in the world. Just like when you said nigga, it didn't. I don't necessarily think that you're racist, but a lot of the other things that you're excusing are starting to make me think that you're racist, right? It's reoccurring things. There's no one off. Sometimes people actually have evidence for the behavior and the things that you do, and they speak about it. I don't hate you. I mean, I don't like you. I don't necessarily dislike you either. Like I like you're kind of still the same to me. Like I said before, I'm indifferent. Vidal says, "Yeah, I'm not cool with the way people have dismissed Carrie's culpability as if she didn't agree to do those horrible interviews twice. Carrie earned the backlash. She definitely did. Because, and then I remember Kel Doge was saying, well, how come BGTV does this or that, and he doesn't get the backlash. BGTV didn't interview Will, and he was offered first. And he said no. He understood the backlash that might come with that. He said no. He didn't want to deal with that. Recently, if you look at his last stream, he says, I know I could have made a bunch of money and got a bunch of views off of interviewing Rev. But I didn't want to platform a kid kicker. He himself made decisions that kept him safe. And he doesn't have the same type of criticism that Kerry does because he didn't do the same things that Kerry did. He doesn't do the same things that Kerry does. BGTV doesn't go live whenever Shani for Christ goes live. He does reactions to her like once a week. Sometimes not even that if he's off doing stuff with his family. That, and then he'll go back and actually make it into content and stuff like that. It's not the same. He's not just sitting there sniping Shani all day, hardly saying anything or giving any commentary. He goes over an amalgamation of Shani content the way that, you know, you're kind of supposed to. He makes it transformative. Like I said, he's not getting the same type of culpability for Shani's kids and all that is because he didn't partake in it. Even people, I don't know why Wody keeps saying like, oh, well, the kids were both in BGTV's chat. No, they weren't. Will was in BGTV's chat. If Zach had popped up and we knew it was Zach, he would have got banned. And I personally would have banned him from the chat because minors aren't allowed in BGTV's chat. And it doesn't matter if it's Shani's son or not. No minors are allowed. You might be able to try that with other people, but that shit don't fly around over here. When people say that they don't do things, they don't do them. That's why you get held accountable, Carrie, because you say that you don't do certain things, and then people find examples of you doing them. BGTV is found to say, I don't do things, and he has a long track record of not doing those things. So what is there to criticize him about? Nothing. And then when he does fuck up, he pops up to the forefront and tells you that he fucked up. And then he moves on. It's really that simple. But you don't do that. You cry and cry and cry and keep going on and on about woe is me, everybody hates me for the decisions that I decided to make. Stop pointing out the dumb shit that I did. You guys are going to bring it up forever. You don't do, and you like, oh, well, I apologize, but you apologize and then you don't move on. Just move on. It doesn't matter if I bring up the fact that you said nigga. Ignore it. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to nobody on here. People were telling me that Azrael was talking about me on stream. I didn't watch none of that shit. Not a word. I watched what Kel played, and then when Kel got offline, I got offline. I stayed up. I went to work and went to go do other shit that I need to do, and I didn't have to watch none of it. It didn't affect me at all whatsoever because I just didn't watch. It really wasn't hard. I wasn't curious at all whatsoever. You guys can do the same thing. Stop acting like you have to hear everything that everyone says about you. Stop acting like you're being harassed. Ignore it. You can literally ignore it. If I don't go to Hussy's channel and I'm not subscribed, I won't hear nothing that Hussy says about me. If Carrie is talking about me and I'm not subscribed and I don't watch her shit, then I don't hear nothing that Carrie says about me. If there are people around you who are sending you clips, tell those people I don't want to see them clips. And if they don't listen to that, block them. I've done it before. One of my mods in here, they were like, I remember I asked, it was Holofala. I asked, Holofala was sending me clips about, I think it was Tragic or something. And I was just like, I think it was somebody else. And I was like, I don't want clips of them. I don't want to hear that right now. And she's like, okay. And she just didn't send me clips of them people anymore. She would send me other clips of stuff, but she didn't send me clips of those people at all. It's really that simple. It's not hard. Exactly, Tony Tone. 75 plus folks watching. Hit my guy's like button, please. It ain't gonna do much for me, but still, let's hit the like button just because.
Like, I get it that he thinks it's a joke for some of it at least, but some of it didn't feel like it was a joke. Some of it felt pretty real to me. But I'm not defending it. I really am not. But I'm also not going to speak for him, and I don't think it's fair to hold me responsible for things that he did. You guys, like, why is it always like that with me? Like, why do people not take it up with the person that they have the issue with?
Mhm.
Instead, it's like, oh, well, you support him, so it's like, that's not fair to me. I don't agree with everything everybody does that I'm friends with. Like, we all have made mistakes and have disagreements about things, and what he thinks is acceptable might be different than what I think. And that's just the way that friendships work. You're not going to agree with everything that the person says or does.
That's very true. But when somebody does something egregious and you still accept that person, then it makes me look at you a little funny. You know what I mean? There's like that meme, the little meme video with that light skinned dude, and he's in like the liquor store, and he's like, your man's got caught for being a chomo. That was your man's. That was your guy. And then he's like, did you know he was doing all that? It's when it becomes something that was like, I don't know how anybody could kind of look over that. Then you start to seem sus.
And I don't. And when he does something messed up, I call it out. When I do something messed up, I call it out. Like, I try to be honest about it and transparent. That's why I went up there on Kel Doge's panel and talked about all of it, and like literally sat there with nothing but people who hate me in the chat going off the whole time. I still did it and answered all of the questions. Like, nobody gives me that kind of same courtesy. I don't know why I keep doing it. You know?
I don't either.
But whatever. Here, you also said things that were inappropriate during the interview. Well, please feel free to tell me what you're talking about. Be specific,
So this
and we
interview
can
we're going to
talk about it.
Ever Endeavor, right? Like, how many times has she apologized? How long are we going to talk about this?
Right. Like, Tasha, what is it that you feel I have not taken responsibility for, that I need to answer for? Whatever, please. I'm all ears. You got but I'm not a mind reader. You have to tell me what you're talking about.
See, now don't get me wrong. This whole Hakate versus Carrie thing is like it's a double-edged sword, I guess you could say. You know, there's stuff on both sides that I can point at and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Tasha specifically is known for being relentless about things that really don't matter, like at all. So I understand Carrie kind of being annoyed by Tasha at this point, because I've always said over and over again that these people don't want resolution. And there's no point in calling anybody out if you don't want a resolution. Like, you're just complaining at that point, which, like I was just saying earlier, doesn't really do anything.
That's all I'm asking, is just please be specific and let me know what it is that you're referring to so I can address it.
Inappropriate.
Ooh. Asia Wheeler, funny ass name. Asia Wheeler says, yeah, or if you call him Rev racist, but crying about Charlie Kirk being unalived and listening to Tom McDonald, I'm a side eye you. Me too. Me too. And then saying nigga, like, especially when there was no reason for you to say nigga. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that means, but
And Carrie, stop focusing on me. Oh, see, you do this shit all the time, Pew Pew. What do you mean stop focusing on you?
you haven't stopped talking about
I
me.
can totally block you. If you don't want me to read your comment or her to read your comment, I could block you. So what was she inappropriate about?
And so you get to come in the chat, do nothing but talk about me. But then if I respond, it's stop focusing on you, then stop focusing on me. Because if you continue to talk about me, I'm going to respond. And I don't know why you would expect anything any different. How about you stop focusing on me then? And I'll stop focusing on what you're saying. Like, Jesus Christ. You can't win with these people. You can't. It's like I'm answering what you're saying and like taking what you're saying it seriously, and you're come back to that as stop focusing on me. Like, oh my God,
We
dude.
won't read your comments, okay?
That's all I was trying to do was hear you out. That's not right either. Okay, got
Hold on,
it.
I just dropped my Rico. I gotta get it before my.
Oh shit!
No,
No, don't be wasting them things.
I know.
Those are expensive too, aren't they?
$7.
Yep.
So Asia Wheeler is saying this. Also, Ella T Petty. Even if that is Ella, like one of the reasons why I fuck with Ella is because you can talk to her. She often tells people to talk to her privately. She's a very open person, and she'll admit if she's wrong about things or see your perspective and stuff. Carrie, number one thing I don't like about Carrie, like it's not a bad thing to be ignorant, right? Like sometimes people don't know shit or they're not aware, or they don't, see things from your perspective. What I care about is, are you open to it? You know what I mean? Like you can't tell Carrie nothing, apparently. Unless it's a problem. Like you can't tell Hussy nothing. Or else it's gonna be a problem. Like BGTV just said recently, he said something about me saying that I was proud of Rev. I talked to him that day after the stream. It's about the conversation. I want to know exactly what you mean. What do you mean by that? Do you still feel like this? Are you saying this or that? And everything is fucking clarified. No, I don't believe so. Someone know what goes on over there. People might just be blocking your stuff for mods and stuff. But I know personally that usually if you talk to Ella, like she's very open. I think oh no, I ain't gonna talk about that. I guess we'll see what happens.
Damn.
But yeah, be open to conversation. That's all. If people invite you up and all that, go up there and talk. It clears up a lot of things.
They are expensive.
Okay. Yeah, Pew, we won't read your comments. Don't worry. All right. I got it.
We need to learn to ignore stuff, she said.
Girl, we're all
Okay.
ignorant.
And we good.
Like,
And
dude,
we
this is what I
good.
mean. If I ignored it, y'all would be calling that out and saying, why isn't she addressing it? I'm done. You guys, I can't please you guys. That's clear. So, got it. Done. I'm not going to respond to it anymore then, because that's wrong too. If I ignore you, you're going to say, oh, she just is ignoring everything and won't answer my questions. And all I'm trying to do is get this. Then if I do that, it's stop focusing on me. Like, come on, give me a
She
break.
says the same thing in AJ's chat. Stop
Like,
focusing. She
can't
spams
be
the chat.
please. Right. Like, if you don't want people to address you or focus on you, stop addressing them. It's that simple.
Yeah, she spams.
I wasn't even in here. I literally see the Hussies live, jump on to watch, and all it is you in the chat talking about me. So I came up
Mm-hmm.
to address it. That's not right though, right? I should have just let you, talk and say all kinds of shit in the chat and just ignored it. Okay. Because you guys do that, right? That's what y'all do when someone's talking about y'all. Y'all just ignore it. Right. I didn't even say anything, and I'm being threatened that somebody's going to be sending people to my fucking house. Hate the game? It's not a game. You're fucking with people's lives. How am I?
I just want to know that that's not what the game is. The game doesn't literally mean a game. Just for folks who didn't know, I'm just saying.
Reeing? That's your friend that rees. You realize that, right? She saw something someone said in my Discord. I didn't even say it. And she literally freaked the fuck out and ran to Wody and got mad at him because he wasn't doing enough and said, fuck you, fuck her. I'm sending my boys to her house, blah, 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 blah. That's reeing, Tasha. My God. Are you serious? I am the one doing that? No, that's your friend, not me. I'm being an adult. You don't see me coming on here threatening people because I'm mad that they're talking shit. I haven't done that one time to any of you.
Oh, you're welcome, Local.
What does Carrie expect everybody to treat her according to how she treats them? That's like nobody on the internet goes by the golden rule.
By the way, I had emailed you.
Yeah, why don't you come up on panel, Big Shot?
I had emailed you and I said that me and Carrie would have you on panel, but I don't know if you got it and ignored it or
No, he just wants to go run his mouth everywhere.
Andre, you can time her out for 24 hours. You can time Pew Pew out because she doesn't want us to read her comments anyway.
Yeah, I don't know why she's even in here bothering. If she doesn't want people to focus on her, then maybe you should leave. I don't know. That's what I would do. And Lol Scout Productions, I think it's really shitty and honestly kind of, exploiting William as well, that you re-uploaded that stream from the podcast and you added scary music to the background of it and sensationalized it, which is really gross, honestly. Like you really added fucking scary music to it to make it sound worse. That's crazy town. Like, you guys are wild.
I saw the video, but I didn't watch it.
I don't think Sakari was I don't know who that was. Let me see.
No, it's all good, Asia Wheeler. You can. It's pretty much why I have a no ban. Well, I shouldn't say no ban, like no timeout for opinions or whatever policy. Like it's cool if you don't fuck with Ella, but as you can see, like we do, some of us do.
I don't think that was in regards to but maybe it was. I don't know.
Low Scout, would you be up to coming on panel one day with Carrie?
Yeah, I think that Sakari was talking to Tasha, Danielle. I get what you were like, that you were being here, I can fix it. Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know I do that.
Here, let me go put user in timeout, 10 seconds, confirm. Okay, she'll be back then now in 10 seconds. If you ever do that kind of thing on an accident or whatever, if any of you don't know, if you time someone out on accident, you can time them out again for 10 seconds and they'll come right back.
Low Scout, I don't know if I ever did that, but I've never done that to you. You've been on panel, I think, once.
No, I don't want to be interviewed by you. You cut people off and don't let them speak.
I
Shame.
never did that to you.
No.
You also have to remember, Asia Willa, that not everybody even really knows what you're talking about. Like, it's not like I've been around watching anything. So I think I've heard something about that, but I know that somebody talked to her about that, and that was pretty much the end of it. I think with the Tom McDonald thing, I don't remember what it was. It was something.
When are you, like, give an example of when that happened.
With Shani, I let her speak.
Yeah,
Second time
Anja.
she didn't come up. Yeah, I don't.
We let Anja speak.
I always let you speak. I don't know. I'm sorry you feel that way.
I've been immersed in this
Carrie
bullshit,
and Will.
to be honest.
But Hussy's the one that would be doing the interview, not me. So I'm not sure what that means either. You're going to be interviewed by Hussy, not me.
He
But
does.
whatever.
He really fucking
I cut
does.
people off
Oh,
too.
was it
That's not
Joe?
true either. That's
No,
not true either.
I don't know. People, I don't know what it is.
So why don't you address the music thing? Why did you add scary music? Here, let's pull. I can pull it up and
Eastside
show everybody
hypocrites,
exactly
cuh.
what you did.
East side.
I mean, if that's what we need to do, like.
Will's story is gone because TJ is a coward. I thought it was a good thing to put it back up so his story.
And you thought it was a good thing to add scary music to it.
I don't think so. That's why I didn't even play it. You could have just put his Cash App up like I did.
Here, I'll show you a quick bit of it. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but just to show you the music and how he's like sensationalized this. This is it right here. Watch.
As bad as the first interview was, no one could have anticipated the train wreck that was the second and final interview with William. Recently aged 18 and spending a few years away from his abusive mother and her boyfriend, William sought to tell his story on a channel within the Shaniverse. Responsible channels politely refused his requests as an inappropriate place for such a sensitive subject and felt ill-equipped.
Oh, it's inappropriate, but I'm going to do it too. And I'm going to make a video about it and put it out there. But
Oh my God. I don't know who you are, but you have no idea how inappropriate this comment is. Don't you ever say anything like that in public. Oh my God, no. And I know nobody understands the context. No, nigga, no. Don't ever do that. You'll have like no. Jesus. Why would you say that? Are you from LA? That was terrible. Yeah, terrible. Oh my God. Please don't say. Why did I even click on that?
But you're wrong if you do.
To handle such an interview. In comes opportunistic TJ and his enabler, Carrie.
And I'm his enabler.
TJ is well known for being drunk.
Because I can control what TJ does.
Los Cow, we agree that was wrong the way TJ spoke to Will. I mean, Zach. We agree.
Yeah, I literally said it during the stream.
Mm-hmm.
I literally called it out when he did it. But this is what I mean, though, with the music. You're literally playing music that's played on a show about, like, murder mysteries and shit. It's from Unsolved Mysteries is exactly what it's from.
Okay.
And it is definitely creepy. Nikki, this is what I mean. You can't see things clearly because of your dislike of me. Because if you don't think that music is supposed to sound scary or creepy, I would love to know what does then.
This is what Carrie is absolutely obsessed with. Even when I was on panel with her, she's like, you just don't like me. She's obsessed with people not liking her. she acts like she doesn't care, but she very much so does. Like, just because she talks about it all the time. She still talks about it now, and this video is from 3 months ago. Crazy.
I mean, this isn't creepy.
Of various drugs. He has stated as much on his own streams. He would even admit he was inebriated during the first stream, using that as an excuse as to why it was so bad. They constantly interrupted William and would later claim lag in Discord voice chat.
Yeah, you tried to argue about that too, Lolscow, and say that there's no way there's lag in the Discord call. Are you serious?
Yep. That's what I was saying earlier, Asia Wheeler.
Because I can assure you, go back and watch the podcast in weeks and weeks and weeks prior to this and whatever. It is an ongoing problem that the chat or the call it lags on one side. On our side, me and Michael's, compared to TJ's. He talks and then we'll be talking over him because
is that 21? Is that 21?
Where? Probably
21. I still know the perfect place, the perfect video to clip from it. I gotta send it to 21 just so she can play it. 21.
Like, these people are insane.
You guys, do you want Carrie's autograph?
I should sell it or something, I guess. I don't know. Wild. Hey, but I guess it gets you views, so that's good. At least capitalize on that. Because, my God, y'all are really, really...
So you didn't talk over him? Talk over who?
Will.
Oof. No. So Taylor Noir says, but Carrie claims she was trying to get justice for the boys by interviewing Rev as... Yeah. By interviewing Rev. As a mother, I'm fucking disgusted. And I'm not even a parent. And I was thinking, like, even when Will had popped up in BGTV's chat and he was like, I want to come on panel. Like, I texted BGTV and was like, I don't think that's a good idea. Like, I made sure I hit him up, like, but it didn't even matter because Nova was on panel with him and she's also a mother. And he was like, I don't know. And then he was like, I'll talk to Nova about it. And Nova was like, fuck no. Because Nova, it doesn't matter how old Nova's son is. She knows damn well she wouldn't appreciate none of y'all talking to her son. What she got going on over here ain't none of her son's business. As I was told as a kid, stay out of grown folk business. It's something that we critique Shani about many a times. Children shouldn't know about all this information and all the stuff that you got going on. That's not for them. You let them be kids. You make sure that they happy. Make sure they clothed. Make sure that they fed. They can play. They're in a safe environment. Don't nobody snatch them up and shit. Do a pretty good job. Make sure they do good in school. You know, that's all you gotta do. Pretty much for the most part. This extra shit, this online stuff, absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is none of their business. This is grown folk business.
No, I don't think I really did. But I did make sure the second time around that I apologized, number one, for talking over him at all, if I did on the first one. And I made sure I didn't do it again on the second one. Show me in that interview, in that second interview, give me a timestamp and show where I was talking over him. You did this whole video, so you should know, right? Give me a timestamp where I was talking over him.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the video. Yes, tell me where, and I'll play it. I'm not going to sit here and play the whole video, Lolscow. Give me a timestamp. I mean, that shouldn't be hard to do if I was talking over him all the time in the video. You should be able to give me some timestamps and say, oh, you did it here, you did it here, you did it here.
I'll wait, Lolscow.
Yeah, we'll take a while if you need a second to go find it.
Holofall said Carrie definitely talked over Rev's interview. She wouldn't shut the fuck up. It's funny because I was going to pause it and say the same exact fucking thing. We like eye to eye. We right here. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, she doesn't understand that in an interview, you ask a question and then you shut the fuck up. And then you might like dip in a little bit to like either give an example or to kind of nudge them into giving a little bit more info, but you still shut the fuck up. It's about them. You want them to talk. That's the guess. Them. Not you. Them. What's going on, Sydney? Them.
Shut the fuck up. I don't have
You don't have it on you in this instant. You don't have it because it didn't happen. That's why you don't have it. We're not in any rush. Why don't you go look it up? I mean, it should be pretty important for you to prove it, right? But this is what you people
But you
do.
know, Lost Cow, we all watched it. Okay? We all watched it. We don't agree.
But this is what y'all do. Y'all make accusations like that, and then you never can back it up with proof. And TJ tells her to shut the fuck up all the time. And what does that have to do with anything?
Joyfully, I liked him too. But look at the way he's talking. Shut the fuck up. We're trying to be respectful. I don't know. Because of the Discord.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, shit.
Imagine that. Apparently, he thinks I'm this awful person, but he was cool with me as long as he was in my Discord. But when he got booted from there, then I went back to being a piece of shit again. Weird how that works.
Uh-oh. What, PC?
Yeah.
Rat King. Oh, let me guess. Is that silent?
What you mean, y'all? What happened?
Rat King.
Who's silent?
Somebody that used to be good friends with Lulz Cow Productions.
Oh,
That some idiot accused of revenge porn.
okay, well, time out.
But yeah. So they're trying to let me see. Yeah, calling people pedos without proof.
Okay, so he says
where that was happening. 2620. Okay, let's look at it. Let's do it.
I'd love to see this. And even if you did talk over him.
No, this is going to be good, y'all. I guarantee it. It's going to be ridiculous.
And he came back from prison. I remember we were begging for her not to let him back in, and she kept telling me, "You have to let him back in. You have."
Everybody's noticing the y'all and you people. I mean, you know how it is in the South.
To let him back in. So I brought him despite not wanting to. And I will say, like, during that period of time, Jason did improve. He was on medication because
Here I go making excuses. What excuse did I make? I literally I'm playing the video.
No, because I said even if she did interrupt, she's not a professional interviewer.
Oh, okay.
All interrupt during interviews. It's not like
Hussy idiot. You're so nasty, Lulz.
Forced him.
Hey!
Him on medication. And, I didn't hear any arguments during that time. So there's a possibility that
he was,
in an alternate scenario, Jin could have actually gotten better. But clearly that is not the case. And clearly he's just gotten worse and worse.
Yeah.
The same goes for I don't even know if I can consider her my mother anymore because she's just downright said I'm not.
And you did this weird thing with AI to make it look like I'm talking and whatever. That is like, look at that face. That's not what I fucking look like, dude. That's so weird.
your son, and I mean, I'm not your mother anymore.
Oh my god, that's and that. Oh my god, that makes me so.
That's not okay. I'm confused now. So where did that picture originally come from? Because I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know or like, oh, that's you. I have no idea. Where did this picture originally come from? Does anybody actually know? Or I'm not sure. Like around the time that the Carrie thing happened, I kind of bowed out, and we were like watching Negs in DC. I think that was around the same time. It was somewhat around that time, and Hussy too. Also, it's from a Smule video. Oh, so then why is she saying that it's not her? And that's not what she, or she said that's not what she looks like. Yeah, I know. Nerdy knows. 'Cause she's a fucking stalker. She just stalks everything. That's Bubble Buddy. A rap video? Oh, that's from the rap video? Or for one of the rap videos. You know very well. All right, let me hit play.
So angry because it's just and it looks like this dude. Now that is a little bit better, but it's still like there are literally videos of me where I was like, singing and stuff. You didn't have to use AI, but whatever. This is the thing, William. She doesn't mean that. As much of a piece of crap as Shani is, I will tell you, she doesn't actually mean that.
I don't think she does. I think it's just
She
out
is
of anger.
being,
And,
yeah, exactly what it is.
It's further ruined because Jason's putting her into this.
That's me. That was me talking over him. You guys, look at this. Let me go back and show you guys this.
It was all a stream. I don't have nothing to rhyme with it. I was trying to think of something that was like akin to magazine, but that shit is still hilarious. It was all a stream.
Oh my god, I was not letting him speak. I was talking over him. Listen to this. This is what he considers to be me talking over him. And because this is the thing, William, she doesn't mean that. As much of a piece of crap as Shani is, I will tell you, she doesn't actually mean that.
I don't think she does. I think it's just out of anger. And,
yeah, exactly what it is.
It's further ruined because Jason's.
Look, I literally stopped. I said, and then stopped and let him finish what he was saying. And you're saying that's me talking over him. He doesn't actually mean that.
I don't think she does. I think it's just out of anger. And,
yeah, exactly what it is.
It's further ruined because Jason's putting her into this state of illusion. Like the entire time during that stream, he's just constantly consoling her, making up BS and putting stuff into her head. It is incredibly messy.
He's very jealous of you.
Yes.
And I've known that. I've seen that TJ's very honestly from the beginning, to be honest.
Hold the fuck up. Is this on? I don't think I realized what this was. I think this is the interview. They're like reviewing the interview. Oh no! Oh my god! No, that is not what I wanted to go over. Holy shit. They're going over local production. Going over it. No. I did not know that this was what this video was. And it's my video too. Well, technically, if you know what I mean. What is this over here? Let's see. I'm trying to go sometime after the video. I did not know that that was the interview. I do not want to watch that. Who the fuck is that?
Okay, if it's not pre-recorded, things like this happen. So what are you trying to insinuate? Like, I don't know.
Wait, okay, hold on.
Isn't she pretty?
Very.
Okay, hold on.
There on the ground.
What the fuck?
Approval.
He's telling you to stop.
Okay, good enough. Good enough for me. All right, so let's play this video and have a nice little break from this bullshit.
Yeah, there you go. It's in there now.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is so good. And I'll drop the link for Slothcat. Pause that for a second because I'm trying to find the
exact. A little bit past that.
It's from this.
There we go.
There's that. If you want to put that up there for me, Hussy.
Sure. Andre, thank you for the PayPal. I'll read it in 1 second, honey.
So
yes.
It's from this shoot right here. Obviously, you can see me there on the ground. This is from the same one though. But look at my face. Does my face look like that there? No, it doesn't.
Andre, it doesn't mean block, sweetheart. And thank you for the PayPal. No, it doesn't.
So, like, it's fine. I mean, you're well within your right to do that, to do what you did there.
So that's what it was. Fresh Garbage says, "Oh, this is the one where she shows pictures of her grandparents for some reason." What? I guess you just said for some reason. So there's no point in me asking why.
Lols, by editing it, but just, I mean, don't act like you didn't edit that and that's the way that looked, because it's not. And you and your friends,
and Taylor still asks why.
Start coming at me with the first time. That's when you did that to that picture, and I remember it. And you guys were going around calling me like a pock face and stuff like that because you knew that I suffer from dermatillomania. So it
from
like
what?
kind of a dick move, but
you suffer from what? Too much dickomania. What was that?
Stuff like that, because you knew that I suffer from dermatillomania.
Oh, dermatillomania? Too much dickolania. That's what I'm gonna call it. I don't care.
So it just seems like it's kind of a dick move, but you're well within your right to do it. Just don't try to act like you didn't and that you didn't edit it. Because AI did not come in and make my skin look like that. Okay? Stop trying to make that like that's something that AI did. If anything, AI makes you look better, not worse. Like, give me a break. You won't even admit this stuff. That's where the problem is. But not to mention, why would you come and steal pictures off of this anyway? This wasn't stuff that was on YouTube. You guys came over here and took it. Oh, look at my baby. Look at Noah. He's so sweet. Oh my God. Look at that little face. He's got a big mouth. He's so cute.
So Too much dickomania is the urge to pick at your skin. So you were literally saying what it meant. Okay. Right, just say bad skin. Everybody always makes shit so hard. Dusty said, Carrie, you can't say that AI makes you look better when we don't know what you look like. That's a fair point. You also can't keep talking about the way that people look if you never show what you look like. And you can't sit there next to Hussy while he talks about the way that people look and tells them to get on camera when you never have. It's not how any of this works.
Oh, peeing. He's so silly. Look, laying on my leg. See, it was worth it to come look at this stuff because I get to look how cute now it is. Oh, here's more from that shoot. So maybe I'll find another one, but I don't know. It is what it is. Oh, look at that's my mother-in-law. Isn't she pretty? Me and Jackson. When, yeah.
So you remember on Dirty Uncle Sal says, is it just me or does anyone else find it odd that she always has shit like the family photo album pulled up and ready to show at all times? You remember on Family Guy when there was a guy who was showing his kids and like it kind of like rolls down like them old school wallets where they had like a long ass thing where it would fold out and it would show a bunch of pictures, and then he starts beating the guy in the face with him. He's like, "Look at my kids." It's the same thing. Got even worse with social media. That's all it is.
This was how long ago? 2016. God, 9 years.
9 years.
I'm not trying to.
Here's another one. It's just
Look at
sideways
your
though, but this
kid.
is another photo
Jesus.
shoot that I did. As you can see too, you can see my face. It don't look like what it looked like in that picture, right? It's the
Can
same
hardly
time
see your
period.
face.
That's what.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. To make, make it
Mhm.
look worse than it is or whatever. I'm used to that kind of crap. They do that a lot.
How
Let's
did
see.
how did this change to Usher's internet? What is going on here? That's how I know I'm getting old. Like I don't understand nothing anymore. It switched to Usher. So Usher stole the internet from Beyonce. This trifling ass nigga. You make me wanna.
Oh, by the way, I texted you something. You should look at it.
Here's one picture. This is my grandmother on my mom's side, though.
Oh,
That's the other
wow.
side. Isn't she pretty?
Very.
Now, I don't take after her as much, unfortunately, because she is
What's going on,
gorgeous.
Mrs. Mud Duck?
But it's my other grandparents. Oh, look at Jackson and Noah.
Oh.
God, I miss when Jackson was that little still. He's so grown up now. It happens fast. Here's some of the wedding pictures and stuff too, by the way, that I've done. All these things that you know, I totally wasn't having a job and doing
Mm-hmm.
this. Look, these are all different weddings that I photographed. So again,
Nice.
that whole thing that they try to say about that
Oh,
I didn't work and things like that. See, it's not true, guys. Don't and family type sessions too.
mm-hmm.
I did freelance photography, guys. Don't ever say that I didn't work.
I actually miss it a lot doing photography. It just when we moved, like it's a lot of word of mouth. And once we moved from that area, and that's where we're from. And we moved to Tennessee where we don't know anybody, and COVID happened, which everything,
Oh, that
everything stopped. People were not going and doing. Oh, there's that grandmother that I just showed you a second ago. This was her, older in life.
So we are watching an old stream that I had recorded on my St. Belinda channel. And I'm kind of disappointed because like the whole first half was pretty good. And like now it's kind of just like they went over the interview and Lost Cow Productions. Well, they went over Lost Cow Productions copy of the interview. And then now Carrie is just like showing her grandma and her kids and stuff like that, and her cat, I guess, and pictures that she took. And I don't. Maybe I should skip some of this. Because why? How? Never mind. I'm gonna just hit play.
It is. It's a very good one. Look, you want to hear this sweet letter that Michael wrote my mom in boot camp?
Sure.
And then I will stop.
So I said more like she's a photographer, like Cyrax is a musician.
Stop showing you guys all these memories because I know y'all probably don't give a crap about this stuff, but we dated in high school, right? The first time I was 16, he was 18. He joined the Marines and went to boot camp. So we were still together at this point, but I wasn't really writing him very well. So I admit that I kind of, I was 16, so it was just a lot at a young age. But my mom kept this all those years, and then when we got back together, she ended up finding it and giving it to me. And so it's kind of crazy when you hear what he said in it. So it says, "Dear Miss Olson," and this was in 1999. And he says, "How are you? I'm pretty good. I'm very homesick, but I am managing to stay sane. I received your letter. I appreciate it very much. If you have time, write more often. Letters always boost my spirits, and yours talking about patriotism and the country, they are very motivating. I've never told you thank you enough and welcoming me at your house like you did. I appreciate it more than I can say. Also, I wish I had spoken to you about."
This is what I get for recording stuff outside. I think when I did this stream, I left it recording and then I went to Walmart.
I love her so much. She is different than the other girls. I feel stronger for her than I have in any other relationship I have ever been in. I can't describe it. I just know it's different. Do you know what I mean? You know her better than anyone. Do you think we are right for each other? I worry about it all the time. I wish I knew what was going to happen in the future. Isn't this so weird how he's saying he wishes he knew what was going to happen in the future? He didn't know, but like we were end up getting married and stuff in the future. So anyway, it would make things much easier. All I know is from where.
Is this about her fucking husband? Who the fuck cares? And then you're showing you. Is that? It looks like an eagle. Okay, let's go past all this. There we go.
Stepsisters, but his dad is the one who raised him, which is kind of rare. You know what I mean? That doesn't happen that much where the moms are not in the picture, but such a good guy. His dad is. He's a preacher. He married us. He baptized me. He is.
How long are you together? 20 years?
Yeah, well, this time we were together in high school too for a short period of time. But then after he left for boot camp and we separated for 7 years, I didn't see him. And then I ran across him on MySpace 7 years later and messaged him, and he had just gotten out of the Marines and was back in the area. And I'm like, well, come over and I'll make you dinner. And Jackson was 6 months old at the time, and I was a single mom, but had my own place and everything. And he came over and never left. We've been together ever since. So
that's a great story.
Yeah, we just it was like we just picked up right where we left off all those years ago. And so that's been 2006 was when that was. So we're 19 years together now. Next year will be 20 years. So yeah, we're getting old.
And you still have that letter?
Yep. I do. I kept it. Thankfully my mom kept it, even when we had broken up and stuff. But she always would tell me, she was like, I'm telling you, you're going to be mad one day. You're going to say that's the one that you let get away. That's what she would tell me. And she was right. I mean, she was right, because he was one of the nicest guys, such a gentleman, and he was like the second serious boyfriend I ever had. So, I mean, I was very naive and young and whatever, and needed to go and experience the world and see things before I settled down. But in those, 7 years apart, it was like, oh my God, one loser after another. Like, you know what I mean? Guys that I would date. And I was just like, none of them were as good to me and treated me as good as he did, So I always wondered, like, I wonder what happened to him. And thanks to MySpace, ended up actually, being able to come back across him and get a second chance. But I told my mom, I was like, if I ever got another chance with him, I would definitely take it and, like, treat him a lot better than I did when I was young, because I was just young. And the long distance type of relationship thing, it's just, that's so hard for anybody to do, much less when you're 16 and you're in high school. And
Dog, what the fuck are you talking about? We're gonna skip ahead a little bit. My bad. I'm not even gonna hold you. I tuned out for a minute. I have no idea what she was talking about.
I think 12 years now. She moved to Turkey, and it
can work. It can work. Like meeting people online and stuff. I've seen some like really like good relationships that started out that way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not always the case, but it's possible, It's the luck.
So we didn't give a fuck where your parents met neither, bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I had to say that.
Capone.
Hussy, would you ever want to get married?
Yeah. Would you?
Yeah, I mean, the older I get, the more I really, really love my privacy.
Yeah, my mom says the same things, because she's never gotten remarried.
What that really means is, in the past like 5 years, nobody has wanted me. Anybody who's been a sexual partner, anybody who I've talked to at a bar, none of these people ever call me back, and none of them want me. So I don't think that's really in the cards for me. That's basically what that means. From what I've seen, I'm just saying.
And I always like, would you? And she's like, I don't know. I'm set in my ways now that I don't know if I could like. She's like, I would definitely.
And that's a true word.
Like somebody to go do things with and like go to dinner and stuff like that, but move in and marry and all of that. She's like, I don't know. I'm too set in my ways. You know what I mean? To have some man move in and then I have to deal with him and all of that. She's got everything, her house and stuff exactly like she wants it. She ain't trying to have no man come in there and mess that up. So, if they want to take her on a date, that's all good. But you know, like meshing their lives completely together. It would take somebody really special for that.
I ain't gonna lie, my people know, like, I want a rich man. I ain't gonna lie. Call me
right,
shallow, call me greedy. Y'all already know who, you know.
Well, you don't want somebody that's going to be. My mom is the same way with that too. It's like you don't want someone that's going to just come in and mooch off of you, and then you're the one paying for everything. I mean,
Jesus.
like
This might be a bus, y'all. This might be a fucking
why
bus.
waste your time?
Yeah.
You know, Hussy, my mom moved in with an asshole.
Oh no.
Successful, but not somebody.
Oh no.
Just eat it. Don't. She got to be different.
What? What'd you say?
What?
No. Yeah, we'll do it either. You know, it depends. Whoever gets up first. If you're up and you're streaming, I'll come over here. If not, then I'll go do one of mine. Either way, I mean, I'm gonna.
Yeah. The rest of that was pretty much nothing. Yeah, you heard that too, right? Just eat it. That was crazy. Well, I'm already at like about 2 hours, and I don't really I don't think I have anything else to really go over. It might be one of them days. What am I looking for? There we go. So, I guess we just gonna get the fuck up out of here. It's Friday. Still early. It's only like 6:30. Yeah, I'm not going no fucking 5 hours. Hell no. Get my ass up off of here. I want some wings. Oh, Chinese food. That's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go get some Chinese food. Now I sound really high because I am. All right, we're gonna go out on this, and I'll catch y'all next time.
I don't think I'm ready, no, not for that jelly, my honey, like Winnie the Pooh. That strawberry got me very temporarily out of order in the booth. I don't got nothing to do, feel like I'm stuck in a loop. What's in your fridge? You ain't got water? Okay, the Henny will do. Pitiful, pitiful. I got rituals that I keep sticking to. I got money that I should be getting to, but I just cannot get rid of you, rid of you, rid of you. I'm pitiful, pitiful. Having trouble with all my syllables. Yeah, I love you, but I'm so miserable. I'm so miserable. Ooh, raindrop keep falling. Don't know where my heart went. Don't tell me you lost it. Don't fuck with me, darling. Raindrop keep falling. My umbrella is garbage. But fuck it, I'm gorgeous. So don't fuck with me, darling. Raindrop keep falling. Stuck in an apartment. I'm not that important. But don't fuck with me, darling. Rain keep falling. I beg your pardon. But you're just like poison. So don't fuck with me, darling. Treated you like the queen of Zamunda. Should've treated you like Freddy Krueger. I need blessings and hallelujahs, cause I don't know how I'ma get through you. Blue 42. Ooh, I feel like Toby Lou. Breakfast for dinner. You ain't got milk? Okay, that Henny will do. Pitiful, pitiful. I got bitches that literally shit on you, but when I'm with them, I just wanna get with you. Can I get rid of you? Rid of you. Ooh, I'm so pitiful. Fucking up like all my syllables. Wish I could just paint a visual. I'm so sick of you, and the rain just keep falling. Don't know where my heart went. Don't tell me you lost it. Don't fuck with me, darling. Red, I keep falling. My umbrella is garbage, but I think I'm gorgeous. So don't fuck with me, darling. Red, I keep falling. Stuck in an apartment. I'm not that important, but don't fuck with me, darling. Red, keep falling. I beg your pardon, but I think you're poison. So don't fuck with me, darling. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Yeah, that was great.
Darling.
You alright there, babe?
Shut
You
up.
okay? Need some water?
Leave me alone.